Good evening, guys, and happy 21st of September. Today's Tuesday. So yeah, guys, I got up early this morning. I think I was up at like 9 o'clock actually, which was good, early for me. And I ended up getting pretty much everything on my planner done for today that I had planned on. So like I was saying, I was able to actually get all of that pretty much caught up with over the weekend. I think I did like 3 loads or something like that, so luckily didn't have any of that really that I needed to get to like the last 2 days. And then I ended up I edited 3 vlogs today. I ended up I didn't upload any only because I had done 4 yesterday, so I had today's like scheduled out and everything like that, so I didn't have to worry about it. And then I ended up I actually also made my list for Menards and started my grocery list for the grocery stores, which is like awesome because normally I never wind up getting it done actually on Tuesday. So I had that sort of planned out, but I didn't completely wind up doing it. But I ended up, like I said, I actually did finish Menards already, which was really awesome. So I'll show you guys if I wind up sort of doing a Menards haul. I sort of showed you guys on this weekend what we ended up picking up from Menards, but yeah. So then Matthew also ended up coming home, and he was home for a little while like after football practice. He wasn't feeling that great actually last weekend, which I think is the same thing that Jack had, and it was just like a sinus thing. It lasted for like 3 days or 3 or 4 days. I think Jack said he wasn't feeling good like after the football game, and at first he was like, I can't really tell if it's like I don't feel good from like the football game or like from like not feeling well. And then he wasn't feeling that good like Sunday was probably like the worst he felt. Then Monday he felt better but didn't go to school. Like he felt somewhat better, but then today he was like, I felt totally fine, and like was just sort of like has a little bit of like a cough and like a stuffy nose. Like that's pretty much it. So yeah, but I've been taking my medicine, guys, so I'm hoping that whatever it is, it just passes right over me. And Matthew actually Matthew brought it home. A bunch of his other like friends and stuff like that had something, and he ended up getting tested and it came back negative. So it was just like a congestion, like, you know, cold, something like that. So but yeah, it's just some type of like I said, cold. And I don't even think maybe Jack, I don't even think Jack had a fever at all either. But yeah, so like I said, that's why I've been taking my medicine. I did too, guys. I was telling you guys in yesterday's vlog, I showed you guys my little medicine thing that I've been religiously taking my vitamins. And like been really good about it. I actually did find I have a little thing of vitamin C left that I think actually has like 50 count in it. So I actually have that for quite a while. I don't have to worry about. So I'm good on that, but at some point again I probably want to order that. I told you guys I'm like literally almost out of my daily vitamin or like multivitamin. So but I like to take extra like a vitamin C in addition, because like I was telling you guys too in yesterday's vlog, I used to take a biotin plus vitamin C, and then I can't find that anymore. I don't know, it was from Nature Made. I think they discontinued it, so I've been taking just a just biotin. I think that it works really well for like my hair, nails, and my skin, which is really what it's for. But because I was taking the other one had vitamin C in it, and now I'm not. Like my multivitamin has vitamin C, but I want something extra again. And so like I said, I found that, was able to take it. On top of that too, guys, I feel like I have been eating somewhat healthier because of taking my vitamins. Like, I don't want to say healthier, but I've just been more like conscious, I guess, sort of like what I'm eating, and I feel like I'm actually sort of planning my meals out a little bit better. I will be totally honest, guys, I do not eat like a meal. For me, it's not like I will be hungry like at like, you know, like noon for lunch or something like that, or 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever, like every single day, you know, or like, you know, I wake up religiously at 8 o'clock in the morning and always eat breakfast at that time. Like, no, I wake up later sometimes. And so it just sort of depends. So in that case, I will wind up, you know, like I said, sometimes having lunch way later. Sometimes I will have breakfast late and just sort of call it lunch. And then maybe eat like another snack like sometime after that and then have dinner. But then like the problem is that sometimes I'll wind up staying up late then and then wind up eating dinner like and just have snack food and stuff like that. So at least today too, I noticed that I was a little bit better with like I actually had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like I said, sometimes I totally don't, or I'll just wind up like sort of having snack stuff for like lunch, or like I'll have like a late lunch and then just like snack stuff for dinner or something like that. But it actually was really good. Like I said, I had breakfast, had hash browns for breakfast, and then for lunch I ended up having and now I'm not gonna be able to remember what I had. Oh, okay guys. So my aunt, a couple weekends ago, when she came over like on Friday night for the football game, and then we went shopping with her on Saturday, and then on Sunday we ended up going out to like a family party, saw her again. So it was like 3 days in a row. But on that Friday when she came over, we were talking about like vegetarian, you know, food and stuff like that, because my cousin, her daughter, is a pescatarian. So she still eats fish, but she doesn't eat like any other meat. And so I was, you know, she was telling me like, oh, you know, sometimes, you know, like, and she was asking me questions like, oh, you know, like, you know, like, what is it about meat that you don't like, or, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then I was like, you know, some stuff that I just miss eating, like, and it's not necessarily that I miss the meat, but like, I can't always like get like that same taste sort of, I guess, or something like that. You know, or sometimes like the same texture sort of. I actually found a really good copycat, at least to me it seems pretty good, a copycat recipe of like tuna, like a vegan tuna fish, actually using chickpeas. It's dry, but I feel like if you add enough like vegan mayonnaise, which is what I've added to it, it's not too bad. And like I said, it does taste pretty good, and I feel like it does sort of mimic tuna salad sandwich, sort of. Like if you add celery in there to it, which I hate celery, but actually is the only way I'll eat it is if it's like mixed in with that, but like a tuna sandwich. But like I said, I found a really good copycat recipe for that. But if you don't have like something that you can substitute for tuna, then it's literally just a sandwich with mayonnaise and like celery. Like the main point of it is like the, you know, the tuna fish basically. So anyways, but like I said, we were talking about that, and I was like, you know, some of the stuff that I just wind up missing sometimes is, you know, like certain foods that I feel like, you know, can't always be, or don't have a really good substitute. And I was talking about bacon. Bacon's one of those things. Bacon and cheese. If I could ever find a really great substitute for cheese, I'd probably go vegan, but I can't. It's one of those things that are just really hard for me to be able to find. And something that has like that same sort of texture. I've also tried many different types of bacon. Nothing tastes like bacon, guys. Like, honestly, I'll be honest, I love like Beyond Burgers and, you know, like vegan, plant-based, you know, like burgers. To me, those honestly are an amazing substitute. But again, bacon is one of those things I just feel like you can't do it. It doesn't matter how good you get it, you just can't do it. And like I tried to make, one time I was telling her about like using tofu and stuff like that, because I have used it before. It's a really long process, and I hate cooking with it just because it takes a long time. And when I'm cooking for just one person, just for myself to eat it, it's sort of pointless, because first off, I probably won't wind up using all of it up, and second off, again, like if I am making something for everybody else, my mother and Jack will probably never touch tofu ever. My dad might, but like the thing is that you can change it to make it taste like a different thing. So I ended up I think a long time ago, maybe I even vlogged about it, I ended up frying the tofu to turn it into like a bacon, sort of, and use like liquid smoke on it and stuff like that too, to turn it into a like a BLT. And so I realized that I didn't even really love just like the tofu was just there sort of to like add extra protein to the meal, I guess. But my aunt told me that my cousin, I guess, or something like that, she orders it like at restaurants, and she just asked them to leave the bacon off. And I was like, I don't know why. I have never, ever, that has never crossed my mind ever to make a BLT and just leave the bacon off of it. I don't know why. Like I said, it's so random that, again, I've like come up with all these things. I've been a vegetarian for years now, and that has never even crossed my mind, is to just have literally like a salad with mayonnaise and it's between 2 slices of toast. And that's what I had for lunch today. And it was the best thing I think I've ever had. And I like was so satisfied. I was like, I can't believe I have not thought of this sooner. It was such a fast thing to make too, because I already have lettuce and tomatoes. Tomatoes cut up, actually, well, I normally always have those 2 things cut up in the salad that I make for the week. But I used actually fresh tomatoes from our garden. So, and it was even so much more juicy, and I just added extra of that. Like when I'd make BLTs, I'd lay like 1 layer of like lettuce and then like 1 tomato. I added like 3 finely sliced tomatoes and then a good chunk of like lettuce. So literally it was like almost eating a salad, like I said, in between 2 slices of toast, and then put mayonnaise on it. And the bacon didn't even really taste like it was missing to me. Like, I just have not had it on top of that in so long. Even a like mock version I had so many years ago, when I like maybe a year or 2 after like I started eating vegetarian. Like I said, I don't think it ever crossed my mind to just leave the bacon off. And she gave me this idea, and I was like, why is this such a revolutionary thing that I've never thought of in my life? And so yeah, I ended up making that for lunch today, and it satisfied all of that like vegetarian those parts that were sort of missing of those foods that I used to eat before I was a vegetarian. So anyways, though, yeah, that's what I have for lunch. And then for dinner, I ended up making pasta for everybody to go with. It was like a chicken pasta dinner, so I just had pasta then for dinner, like separate from everybody else's stuff. But since I was making it anyway, I was like, I'll just scoop out some of the noodles before I add all the sauce and chicken in there. So, like I said, that was what I ended up having. But I had distinctively breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I felt like it was really perfect too with the BLT, because it wasn't insanely filling. Because sometimes I feel like I can't eat that much like right after I've had my coffee too, or like breakfast. Like I'm not super hungry in the morning. And so like even by that time, like early afternoon, like, you know, time like between 11 to 1, 2 o'clock, like I'm not sometimes that hungry to like be like, oh, I'm gonna have like a huge big like thing for lunch or whatever. Like I said, it was really like the perfect amount of filling. And I felt like it was also really good too though, because it wasn't just like empty like foods, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm just gonna snack on some foods or have a granola bar or whatever. It was like I had like a salad, like I said, but with bread. So and the weird thing is too, guys, is that whenever I have a salad, it does not fill me up. Like I could eat an entire head of lettuce. I have to have something else, and I think this is just my stomach generally, because I have to have something else that sort of like absorbs and like is like a like carb when I eat, like something that will wind up filling me up. So like I said, like I could have, you know, just a tiny little bit of pasta after I eat a salad and I would be okay. Or like, you know, like something. But I don't know, like even too, if I have a salad, if I have it with like croutons, if I have enough croutons, I'll normally be totally fine. But like I said, it's like sort of that, like I can't eat just like lettuce and then like nothing else. So I need something else. I just feel like it doesn't fill me up. Even if I add like nuts and things like that to it, or if I have like a spinach salad with berries, I have to eat something else along with it. Like that's just how I've always been. But so like then that's when I'll have like a granola bar with like lunch or whatever. But sometimes it just doesn't fill me up. But I felt like this was like perfect, and it was semi-healthy. Like I said, I had it with bread, but it was like almost like a salad on a piece of toast. So like I said, I don't know why I just feel really dumb for never thinking of that, and then having to have somebody else point that out, that you could just leave the bacon off. And I was like, what? No way. No, you can't. Wait, yes you can. So yeah, that's what I ended up having. And I probably will wind up having it again tomorrow too, because now I'm like, oh my gosh, now I can make sure that the salad that I make every week that's in the fridge doesn't just not get used up, because I will set it out to have it with like dinner and stuff like that for like everybody else. But sometimes it doesn't wind up getting finished off in the week. I was like, I totally could polish off an entire, like, you know, normally I get a head, sometimes 2 heads of lettuce. I could easily finish that off in 1 week if I wind up having like a salad. Salad BLT every week. But yeah, so like I said, it probably didn't have like a lot of protein and all that kind of stuff in it, but I was actually, for dinner, instead of doing the pasta, I was going to have a chickpea salad, which is chickpeas. And see, in that case I can, because I feel like the chickpeas have more like carbs sort of to them, and they're more like filling. But so it's chickpeas, avocados, lime, and feta cheese. That's what I was gonna have for dinner. Found out that I have no cans of chickpeas anywhere, and I thought I had like 10 somewhere, and I can't find them anywhere. And I was like, I guess I must have used them all up. So no, I have to get some more apparently at Aldi. That's something I can add to my list. But so I was like, that's a good like protein thing, since I didn't have like a lot of that for lunch. But I ended up having a ton, like a huge, like probably a 1/3 of a cup of almonds as my after like dinner snack sort of thing, along with some of those what are they called, Brookside, like dark chocolate little things too, because I love almonds and dark chocolate. Those are like the best thing ever. I honestly too used to hate dark chocolate, and I started to force myself to eat it. I actually love it, probably more than milk chocolate now. It's sort of weird. Like, I don't know, it's just, it tastes too sugary. Like, milk chocolate tastes sugarier to me, and dark chocolate doesn't. And so I actually don't mind it, because I told you guys too, I'm really weird. I don't like sugary stuff. Like, and that just, like, I can't eat a lot of candy. I can eat a couple pieces of dark chocolate and be totally like satisfied and filled, carved my sweet tooth sort of. And so, and those also have, they have like the blueberry kind was what I was having, so it has like a little bit of blueberry in there too. So like I said, I feel like it's just the perfect amount of like a good like little sweet, and then like sort of savory too. But like if I am having like, oh, I want some candy or something like that, because that's honestly what I wanted, and I was like, I'll have almonds then instead, and just a couple of those little Brookside, I don't even know what they're called, like chocolate balls or something like that. And I'm thinking next week I'm probably going to do spinach salads too, and I can pair my spinach salads maybe with my lunch of a BLT as well. Because like I said, I could totally like eat like probably 5 BLTs actually. So, but I feel like that's a really good balance too, because like I said, it has like the carb sort of, that I feel like something fulfilling, and like, I don't know how to describe it, but like just like that, like I can't eat like salads or like just straight vegetables or fruit and feel full. Like I need other foods along with it, if that makes sense, like a carb or something like that to help me feel full, I guess. And like I said, it can be a tiny little small amount, but I still need that. Like I said, if I have a salad, I have to at least have a granola bar with it or something like that. Like otherwise it will actually make me feel hungrier also too, which I feel like is the exact opposite of eating a salad. So anyways, yes, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.